the Mexico City Diablos, taking on the Memphis Steamers.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Memphis Steamers and the Mexico City Diablos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his man on the outside. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Second and 6. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second and 3. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Caught on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal at the 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Diablos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, that's what I call the answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, they'll run it. He hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's going the other way.
I don't know about you, too, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They juked him, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll run on first down. Gates, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Back to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year? Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Looking deep downfield.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest when the guy with that type of speed You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up a throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Todd. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll run on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. That second down play nets a -4. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Todd. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception,
and he fires one that's intercepted.
This is so uncharacteristic for him this season. Back-to-back interceptions from a guy who's taken really good care of the ball so far this season. Got to give credit to the defensive coaches, the players on the opposing sideline. Excellent preparation, even better execution.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steamers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 5. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Diablos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. Gets around him. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. But they will not be able to capitalize as time is run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action.
Set to begin the third quarter. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down, because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run a draw here on 2nd down.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. first down. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Diablos add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the map there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
2nd and 4. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Steamers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Second and 9 now. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Now a handoff running through the middle. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Diablos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the home team here, they continue to put themselves